So, Arita, let's come to a seat. Again, take the time to pull the flesh up and away from your buttocks so that your sit bones are nicely planted onto your mat. Close your eyes if you haven't already, allowing your arms and your hands just to rest either on your knees or in your lap, whichever you prefer. And then bring your awareness and your attention to your breath. The inhale comes in, grounds you down into the floor, down into the earth. The exhale actually helps you extend up and outward towards the heavens. The inhale grounds, the exhale lifts. Just focus on making the inhale and the exhale approximately the same length. Now let's bring our hands to our heart, and we'll start with 3 Ums tonight. Taking a deep breath in. Stay grounded through the sit bones, draw the navel in and up towards the spine. Really extend out through the crown of the head, lifting the outer edges of the arms and allowing the heart to sink down towards the floor. With each exhale, maybe the fingers walk out a little further, maybe the tailbone tucks under a little further, making the back nice and long. For most of us who've sat all day in a chair, this should feel good. On the inhale, just bring your right hand back to your sacrum with the palm facing away from you. And then leaving the left hand where it is, bring your chin over to your right knee. On the inhale, bring the head back to center, the right arm out to the front, and then let's do the other side, bringing the left hand to the sacrum, palm facing away, and then bringing your chin over to your left knee. On the exhale, bring the left hand out, walking the hands back up. Taking the right hand out to the side, the left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, crescent on over. Really reach through the fingertips. Feel the length from the hip up to the armpit. Extend. Stay grounded through the right hip. The left hip. Inhale up to center and exhale, changing sides. Reaching through the right fingertips. Keeping grounded through that right hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your hands behind you. Fingertips pointed away. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Now flatten your hands, hip behind you, and actually allow the heart to lift even higher towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming back up, and finding all fours. Hands right underneath the shoulders, hips under the knees. Let's tuck the tailbone here and really flatten out the low back, so you're making a nice long tabletop with the back side of our body. Our gaze is straight down, the space between our hands. On the inhale, lift the spine for cat pose. Rolling the back. Exhale, concaving the spine, lifting the head, lifting the tailbone for cow. Inhale, come back to cat. Exhale the cow. Inhale the cat. And exhale the cow. Coming back to neutral. Walk your hands out for puppy pose. Extend the arms way out in front of you. The knees stay on right underneath the hips. Again, we're going to lift the outer edges of the arms, allowing the heart. Maybe the nose touches the mat. Inhale slightly, tucking that left arm underneath the right. Palm of the hand facing towards the ceiling. Ready to kneel. Let's extend that right leg out behind us. And then walk the right foot over to the left hand. Reach with that left baby toe. Right arm up to the ceiling. Turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Left hand behind the sacrum. Maybe to the top of that left thigh. Holding that right shoulder back. Keep reaching out the baby toe, the right foot. Breathe. Inhale. Right arm up, right arm to the floor, right arm back behind us, and back to puppy pose. Other side, lifting up slightly, taking that right arm underneath the left. Really reaching through that front hand, that left hand, and then the left leg goes back behind. The left leg walks over to that right hand, and the left arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, left hand behind, grasping the top of that right thigh, pulling that left shoulder back, reaching to the left baby toe, finding your breath even in this twisted, crazy pose. Inhale, left arm up, left arm to the floor, left leg back behind, and back to puppy, and then all fours. We're going to spread our knees just a little wider, not as quite as wide as your mat. And then we're going to come down to the top of our head. So really place the crown of the head on the floor, keeping the hips underneath, right on top of the knees. Now take that right arm underneath. Take the left arm out in front. Inhale, coming back up to all fours. I don't know if I felt anything on that, John. Yeah, just on your head, right? Yeah, well, let's do it down the other side, just to make sure. So come on down to the top of the head. This time the right arm goes out and the left arm goes under. Okay, it's the same on both sides, right? Inhale, come back up to all fours. Let's go into bird dog. Extend that left leg out behind you. First, let's bring the toes to the floor, so really stretch out the back of the leg. Press the heel away from you, so towards the wall behind you. Think about actually leaving the toes on the floor, but lifting that left thigh up and away. And then lifting the left leg up, toes to the floor. Exhale, right arm out for bird dog. Turn your gaze to just the top of your mat. And then reach to the fingers, reach to the heel. Now bend that left knee. Take the right hand back. Going for the clasp. Pressing the foot into the hand into the foot. Slightly lift up. Turn your gaze to the front of the room. Exhale, release the clasp, coming back to bird dog first, and lowering the hand and the foot. Let's do the other side. Extend that right leg out, toes to the floor. Again, reach to the heel, extending it back to the wall behind you, but lifting that right thigh up and away from the floor. Now lift the whole leg up, extend the left arm out, bird dog. Again, your gaze is just at the top of your mat. Draw the navel into the spine. Bend that right leg, send the left hand back. Go for the clasp, lifting the foot, turning your gaze to the front of the room. Exhale, back to bird dog, and then lower to all fours. This time we're going to turn the right foot out slightly. Come down to rest on our right forearm. Extend that left leg out. Then lift the left leg and lift the left arm. Turn your torso so it's, you got a straight line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Falling down, falling down. Exhale, lower the hand and the knee, all fours. Other side. Turn the left leg out, and then on the right forearm, extend that right leg behind you, lifting the right leg up, and then lifting the right arm up to the sky. If you can, turn to look up at your extended arm. Really reach through that lifted heel. Exhale, hand and knee to floor. All fours, downward facing dog. And go ahead and take this dog for the walk. Bending one knee, then straightening the other leg. Each time the straight leg, the heel goes a little closer to the floor. Snap, crackle. Coming to neutral dog. And then walking your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, go deep in the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Deeper still in the forward fold. Maybe your hands come to the back of your ankles. Inhale one more time, lifting up. And exhale as deep as you can. Maybe your hands slide underneath your feet. If your hands are underneath your feet, just lift your head up. See if you can keep your knees nice and straight. Exhale, releasing any kind of clasp your head. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come up, stand. You good? Okay, everybody good at home? Good. Let's extend the right arm out in front of you. And then just wrap it around the front of your body, taking the left arm up in front of it. We're just going to do a stretch of that shoulder blade. On the inhale, bend that right elbow, and then take the right arm up, holding the right elbow with the left hand, and those right fingertips go down between the shoulder blades. On the exhale, crescent slightly to the left. Really feeling the tricep. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, releasing the arms. Other side. Left arm across. Feeling the stretch on that shoulder. Using the right arm, that forearm, to actually pull it back some. And then bending that left elbow, lifting the elbow up and over the head. Left fingertips come down between the shoulder blades. And exhale, press it slightly over to the right this time. Hopefully that intensifies that stretch on the tricep, the whole upper side body. Inhale, coming back up the center. Exhale, releasing the hands. Extend the right arm out in front of you. Take the left arm underneath, wrapping the hands, coming into Tadasana. Hands come to prayer. Drop your elbows down towards your navel, bringing the thumbs maybe down in front of the nose, down in front of the mouth. Inhale, lift the arms up, bringing the crease of the elbows in front of your eyes. Exhale, slowly release the clasp. Other side. Left arm up, right arm under. Bringing the hands into prayer. Dropping the elbows down towards the navel, bringing the thumbs to the third eye, the nose, maybe the mouth. Inhale, lifting the arms up, bringing the crease of the elbows in front of the eyes. And exhale, release. Interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the arms away from the buttocks. Exhale, fold forward, bringing the arms up towards the ceiling as the crown of the head moves down towards the floor. On the inhale, come all the way up, releasing the clasp. And let's come up to, we're going to do that. So now we're going to either, turning for the camera, either we're going to grab the elbows behind our back, interlacing the hands like this, or we're going to move into reverse prayer. Bring the fingertips together as the hands slide up. Think about really pulling the shoulders back. If the hands are in prayer, work on bringing the palms of the hands together behind the back. Exhale, slowly release. Shake them out. And let's come to the top of our mat. Set yourself up for Tadasana, mountain pose. Really ground to the four corners of the feet. Lift the arches, engage the quadriceps, tuck the tailbone, navel to the spine, shoulders up, back and down. Crown of the head lifts, chin slightly tucks. Nice straight line from the crown of the head to the heels. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back, high lunge. Coming to a low lunge, bringing the right hand out wide, left hand to the left knee, starting to twist open. And then, as your practice allows, coming off the back knee and that left arm up to the sky. Think about the tips of the shoulder blades coming together on the back body. Really opening up the pose, finding perhaps a little bit of a back bend. Keep the back leg lifting up and away from the floor. Exhale, unwind, framing the front leg, stepping back to plank pose. Exhale, all the way to the floor. Flatten the feet, hug the elbows to the ribs. Inhale, come up to cobra. Exhale, to the floor, toes under, downward facing dog. Lift the outer edges of the arms. Roll the shoulder blades back. Really press the heels to the floor. Your gaze is straight down to the mat. Try not to look back at your feet. On the inhale, lift the right leg and step it on through to high lunge. Come to low lunge. Left hand out wide, right hand to the knee. Starting to twist open, and then we come up off that back knee, and the right arm goes up for Anjaneyasana. Tips of the shoulder blades sweep together, opening up the whole front of the body. Keep the back thigh lifting up and away from the floor. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step that left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Lift the left foot up off the floor. Keep a nice little bend to that right leg. And then inhale, left arm up to the ceiling. Twisting open. Think about pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Looking up towards the lifted hand. Exhale, lowering the hand, taking the hand out from under the foot. Right foot back, high lunge. Left foot back, plank. Lower to the floor or hover in Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog. Refine your dog as you know how. Really press into the mat, palms of both hands. Spread the fingers wide, reach the heels to the floor. Find your breath. Breathe deep into those spaces in your body where the breath doesn't go during the day. Inhale, right leg lifts and steps on through. High lunge. Left leg joins it, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, the left hand goes to the outside of that right foot. Right leg straight, left leg bent. Inhale, right leg up to the right arm up to the sky. Sorry. Pull the shoulders back. Finding your breath. Soft breath. Exhale, hand to the floor. Remove the clasp. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back, high lunge. Left foot back, plank. Over to the floor or Chaturanga. Up dog, cobra. Downward facing dog. Take your feet out as wide as the mat. And then bring that left hand to the right thigh, the right knee, the right shin, the right ankle. And then start to turn underneath that supporting right arm and see if you can look up towards the ceiling underneath the arm. Keep the legs strong. Inhale, come back to the floor with that left hand and a wide leg down dog, so to speak. Other side. Right hand reaches for the left thigh, the left knee, the left ankle, and then we start to twist open underneath. Really lift that supporting arm. Turn. Exhale. Hand to the floor, knees to the floor. Child's pose. Turning your breath inside. Go ahead and bring your hands to prayer. And then lift the hands up, placing the thumbs on the back of the skull, elbows on the floor. Come up to the knees, turn the toes under, and then press the heels out the way, lifting the hips to the ceiling. So it's a modified down dog. You're on your elbows, heart still soft, shoulders still in the back body. Exhale the hands to the floor, and then press yourself up to a regular down dog. Lifting the right leg, stepping on through. High lunge. Left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, breathe. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. And close the eyes. Exhale, release. And come down onto your bellies. Sorry, come onto your right side. That's what I meant to say. Now stack the feet, bring the bottom arm way out in front of you, and then bring the hands into prayer. Your head probably won't touch the floor, but if it does, that's okay. Then we're going to inhale that top arm, the left arm up to the sky. We're going to lift that top leg, the left leg, up to the ceiling. We're going to reach and grab for the big toe. Nice, nice. Exhale, releasing the foot to the floor, releasing the hand back to the floor. And then turn to roll to your other side. Remain on our left side, arms extended out to prayer. Lifting that top hand, the right hand up to the ceiling, and lifting the right leg up, reaching for that right big toe. So you can keep that left leg nice and flat, grounded. Exhale, release the leg, release the arm to the floor. Come back onto your bellies, and then all fours. You know, sometimes in the middle of the afternoon, I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes at this time of the night, I'm not exactly sure what happens in the middle of the afternoon when I'm doing these classes. Certain things made sense then, but they certainly don't now. But you know what? We are going to make it work, right?
Wing it.
Let's press back, downward dog. Lift the right leg and send it through. High lunge. Spin the back foot flat. Come on up into side stretch. Pull that left shoulder back. Lift the left leg away from the floor. Extend the left arm back behind you. Look back at your open palm. Inhale, lift it to the ceiling. Exhale, out over that right ear. Nice straight line from the right fingertips to that right heel. Engage the quadricep in the right leg. Left leg. Soften through that front knee. Sliding that right elbow off the knee down to the floor, while the left arm goes up to the sky. Carla, can you bring it on the inside? There you go. Pull the shoulders back. Go deeper in that front knee. Exhale, lower the top hand down to the floor. Frame the front foot, come up on the ball of the back foot. Come up with both hands on the front knee. Interlace the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Lift them away from the buttocks. Fold forward. Our torso stops on our thigh. If you need to come down to low lunge, that's okay. And then we slide the torso into the inside. Crown of the head moving down towards the floor. Exhale, release the hands to the hips. That left hand comes to the floor inside that right foot. We start to twist to the right and then lift that right arm up off the floor, up to the ceiling. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step that back foot forward. Tadasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, big deep. This time the left leg goes back, right leg goes back. Spin in the right foot flat. Coming into side stretch. Left foot forward. Right hand on the right hip. Start to turn open. Extend the right arm back. Lift it up to the sky. And extend it out. Over that right ear. Really reach to those right fingertips. Straight line. Draw the navel in and up. Slide that left elbow in, left fingertips down to the floor. Right arm up to the sky. Go a little deeper on that front knee. Tuck the tailbone. Open up the front of the body. And breathe. And breathe. Exhale. Go to the top hand. Frame the front foot. Come to the ball of the back foot. Come up with both hands on that front knee. Interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders. Lift the arms away. Exhale, folding forward. Torso stops on the thigh, or it can slide in to the crown of the head, moving down towards the floor. Exhale, release the hands to the sacrum. Right hand to the inside of the left foot, and that left arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, release, and we're going to step that back foot forward. Tadasana. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, go deep. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And close the eyes. Exhale, release the hands. Hands to the hips. Right foot back. High lunge. Let's start down in low lunge. Or move down to low lunge, sorry. Fingertips to the floor, shoulders back, heart lifts. Left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, arms up. Left hand to the hip. Left hand to that right heel. Inhale, left arm up. Coming up off the back knee. Warrior one. Finding our breath. Exhale, spin the back foot flat, coming into warrior two. Shoulders back. Front knee tracks over that second and third toe. Torso comes straight up out of the body. Breathe. Cross the tongue back. Warrior goddess. Go deeper in that front knee. Warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Trikonasana. Left hand to the left shin, right arm up, or left hand all the way to the floor. Turning your gaze up to the ceiling. Right hand to the hip, come up standing. Turn both feet in the same direction to create a wide leg standing pose. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, the hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come to the mat, right underneath you. Inhale, straight arms, look up. Exhale, go deep. Maybe you bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Elbows back behind you. Look at that distance, the space between your wrist, and try to line the elbows up at that same distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come up standing. Turn the front foot forward. Step in the back foot forward. Uttanasana. Hands to heart. Exhale, release the hands. Hands to the hips. Left foot back, high lunge. Let's see if I can do this time. In the same order. Alright, so low lunge. Hands to the hips, shoulders back. Let's see. Right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, arms to the sky. Right hand to the hip. And then the right hand reaches back for that left ankle. Top of the left heel. Really lifting the heart to the ceiling. Inhale, both arms up. Coming up off the back knee for warrior one variation. Shoulders back. Turn the palm of the hand this time to face the front of the room and feel as if the shoulder blades are moving further onto the back body. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot spins flat. Arms parallel to the floor. Reaching through both sets of fingers. Heart lifts. Find your breath. Soften that front knee. Your gaze is straight out over that front middle finger. Exhale, crescent back. Right arm to the sky. I can go deeper in the front knee. Warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Pull yourself over. Trikonasana. Hand to the shin. Hand to the floor. Left arm to the sky. Turning your awareness or your attention up to the lifted arm. Exhale, lowering the top hand to the floor, framing the front foot. Step that's your left foot, right foot. Step your right foot back. Plank pose. Chaturanga, or lower to the floor. Up dog, or cobra. And then down facing dog. And come on down to the knees. And come into child's pose. Inhale, press yourself up, all fours. Toes turn under, downward facing dog. Walking feet again as wide as the mat. Turn to the outside of that left foot, the right foot, inside of the left. Left arm up to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, roll back over the plank pose. Down dog. Spin to the opposite side. The inside of the left foot, outside of the right. Right arm lifts to the ceiling. Really press the heart forward. Tailbone tucked. Exhale, plank pose. Downward dog. Let's see, this time we're going to lift that right foot. Step it on through, high lunge. We're going to spin to the open side of our mat. Wide legs, hands to the hips. Inhale, come up standing. Adjust your feet as necessary. Inhale, arms parallel. Exhale, right hand to that left ankle. Left arm up to the sky. Twisting open. Lowering the right hand down behind you, right hand to the sacrum, or reaching around the hips, reaching for the top of the left thigh, still twisting open, reaching with both baby toes, keeping both legs nice and strong. Inhale that right arm back up, inhale, come up standing. Other side, left hand, all the way over to that right ankle, with that right arm going up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down to the sacrum, or it reaches, reaching for the top of that left thigh, spinning open, legs strong, reaching to the baby toes. Inhale, come all the way up standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Walk that right foot in. Turn the toes out and then bend that right knee. Coming up on the left heel. Coming up on the right heel. Left toes point to the sky. Hands to heart. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, switching sides, moving off to the other side, coming up off that right toes to the sky, bouncing on the left toes. Yay, one fell. Inhale, come on back to center, all the way up standing, hands to heart, and then step to the top of your mat. Good job, Nancy. Let's see. Come on down to your bottoms. So your shoulders should be pretty open here. So coming into staff pose, Tadasana. Bring your hands alongside with the fingertips behind your bottom. Shoulders back, heart starts to lift. Point the toes to the front of your mat and then lift the hips. Rolling the head, allowing it to come back. Keep lifting the heart, lifting the hips. Exhale, release the hips to the floor. We're going to go up again. This time I really want you to focus on the mound of the fatty part of the thumb and the base of the index finger. So point the toes, roll the shoulders, lift the hips, really press into the mat with the thumb, index finger, Lifting the heart. Exhale, lowering the hips and rest. That was so much fun. We're going to go up one more time with a little bit of a variation. Point the toes, roll the shoulders, lift the hips. Walk that right foot in slightly, lifting the left leg up off the floor. Straight out in front of you. Crossing that left ankle over the right knee. Coming into a, whatever this is. Exhale, left leg stays straight, out to in front of you, lowers to the floor, right leg comes out in front, hips stay lifted, cross that right ankle over the top of the left knee, lift the hips again, extend the right arm, leg out, lower the leg, lower the hips, and just come seated. Oh, so shoulders should be nice and open now. And we're going to move into dancer's pose. So first let's get a tree. So come up standing. You know what? Rita, Steve, do you have a strap? If you do, grab a strap. You both have one, or? I'll get it. Nancy, you do have one, right?
Yeah, I do.
After that commercial break, we're back. So let's get a tree first. So just having the strap ready. So let's balance on our right foot. So tree would be either to the ankle, to the shin, or up into the thigh. Try not to step on the microphone cord. Hands finally find their way to prayer. Really press that lifted foot into the inner thigh. Tucking the tailbone. Thinking about opening up that left knee. Wrapping the toes around that inner thigh. Establishing your drishti. On the inhale, bringing the thumbs to the back of the skull. Opening the elbows up nice and wide. Open the arms parallel to the floor, palms down. Palms up. Jana Mudra, slight bend to the wrists and the elbows. Arms up. Bring the hands to the hips and then turn to face your bent knee. Coming back to center. Bring the hands back to the heart, reestablish your drishti, and then close your eyes. And then dissolve the pose. Other side. That foot's the foundation. So wherever you're working it, ankle, shin, or all the way up. Right toes point straight down. Right foot presses into that inner thigh. Hands find their way to the heart. Spread the toes on that grounded foot. Almost lost both of them. Establish your drishti. Breathe softly. Inhale the hands so that the thumbs come to the back of the skull. Open the elbows out wide. This time we're going to go straight up to the ceiling. Arms parallel to the floor. And with the arms parallel, turn to the bent knee. With our turn, still engage, bring the hands to the heart, and then come back to center. Now reestablish your drishti. Close your eyes. And pose. Dancer's pose. Let's start with the right foot as our foundation. Bend that left knee. Reach back with the left hand, holding the top of the left foot, or holding the foot on the inside. So you can hold it on the baby toe or the big toe side. Right arm up to the sky. Press that lifted foot into the hand. Start to come forward. See if you can lift that foot way up above the head. See if you can bring that lifted arm, the right arm, down towards the floor. You don't have to touch, but it might help the balance. And then coming back upright and dissolve pose. Other side. Left foot's the foundation. Bending the right knee, reaching back, holding the right foot, either on the baby toe or the big toe side. Left arm up. Press the foot away, start to fold forward. Finding Jana Mudra with the left hand. Really lifting that right foot up high. And then as your practice allows, bringing those left fingertips down to the floor. And then inhaling, slowly coming back up and dissolving the pose. Now go ahead and grab your strap. So let's start with the right foot. So placing the strap on the bottom of your foot, holding the strap, and then lifting the leg up and behind you. Reaching for the strap with both hands, shoulders back, heart lifts. Turn a little. And then coming forward. Even though our elbows are coming out in front of us, our shoulders are moving behind us. Exhale. Slowly, settle those. Do you remember all those old game shows when they hit the microphones? And they're always rolling the, I don't know why that came to mind. You guys at home might not be old enough for that. All right, other side. Wrapping the strap around the bottom of the foot, lifting the leg up. Both hands come to clasp the strap, and then we push the leg away from us. Our torso comes forward, elbows come in, shoulders move back. Exhale, slowly release. Get rid of that. Where are we? Okay. Now, one more balancing pose, or standing balancing pose. Not Tadasana. So, we're going to balance on the right foot. I'm going to take the left toes and point them out in front of us. Let's see. Right arm comes up, and the left hand points down to the left foot, and then bend the standing leg. Now from here, we're going to transition into hangman's tree, so bring that left ankle up, bringing the arms out. Exhale. Our heart comes down to our shin. Maybe our arms sweep out behind us. Inhale, coming back upright, staying bent in the front knee, and then finding Nadarajana again. And dissolving the pose. Whew, other side. So left leg's the foundation, right leg comes out. Which arm did we do up before? Yeah, like that. So, I don't know, is it supposed to be like that? It's supposed to be like that. Transforming into hangman straight, crossing the arm, the legs, I'm sorry, coming down, and then falling forward, heart to the shin, hands sweep back behind us. Inhale, come all the way up, another straight, and another direction. Exhale, release. Good save. Okay, so come on down to all fours. We're gonna move into bird paradise. Okay, shoulders should be open. So let's start on all fours. Let's press to down dog. Lifting the right leg, stepping on through to high lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of that front foot. Spin the back foot flat. Start to bring that right hand underneath the right hand underneath the right leg. And then we lift the left arm up, back to the sacrum. Go for the clasp. You can stop here, pulling that left shoulder back, or you can start to move that left leg forward. The left leg becomes your standing leg as you start to coming upright, standing straight, and then extending that right leg straight. I can't do it, but I know you can. Good job. Excellent. And dissolve in the pose. It's always good to try something, even though you know you can't do it, right? All right, other side. Let's do the same thing. Come down on all fours. Downward dog. This time the left leg sweeps up, steps on through to high lunge. Grab your spin back to the flat. Bring your both hands to the inside. And then that left hand goes underneath. Right hand goes up, back to the sacrum. Left hand goes to the clasp. Opening up, and then start to walk the right foot in. It becomes your balancing leg. You start to come up. And then work on straightening that lifted leg. Good job. And just pose. Let's just come down seated. Let's rest for a minute. I don't know if that's for you or me. That was a lot of work. You okay, home? Good. Let's come into fire log. So let's start with the right leg on the bottom. Right shin parallel to the front of the mat. Left leg comes up. So we're working on stacking the ankle on top of the knee and the knee on top of the ankle. Dropping this top knee down towards the floor, pressing out with the mound of both big toes. Hands can come to rest on the bottom of the feet. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, folding forward. The more you come forward, the more you're going to feel that in that hip. If you need more to come forward, you can put your hands out in front of you. Keep the feet active. Try not to let them splay. And just rest. Feeling this in that left hip. Each exhale, that left knee moves closer to that right foot. Inhale, starting to come upright. Bring your hands behind you and switch legs. Left leg's on the bottom now. Right leg on top. Both feet flat. Shins parallel. Hands to the bottom of the feet. Nancy, you can always put a block right here. And then fold forward. Can you put it on top of your foot? On top of the ankle? Is that better? Okay. Really softening. Each exhale, that right knee goes closer down to that left ankle. Goodness. Inhale, coming up, right. Extend the legs out in front of you. Let's come into Tadasana step pose. Really lifting up through the heart, shoulders back. Spread the toes out nice and wide. Lifting the left knee slightly and then threading that right heel underneath. Right heel comes to the left buttocks, and then that left foot comes to the outside of the right knee. Really press down to the mound of the big toe. Right hand to the outside of that left knee. First, we sit up nice and tall. There you go. And then twist on up. If your practice allows, that right elbow can come to the top of the left thigh. Fingertips to the floor. Twist open even more. Exhale, unwinding, coming back to staff pose. And then lifting that right knee, sliding the left heel underneath. Left foot comes to the outside of the right knee. Ground to that right big toe, twisting up into the right side. And again, if your practice allows, that left elbow come to the outside of that right thigh, allowing us to twist open just a little bit more. And exhale. One. Coming back to staff pose. Lay back on lay backs. You're going to move into bridge pose. So place your feet 6 to 8 inches away from your bottom. Elbows come to the mat. Fingertips up to the ceiling. On your next inhale, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Really think about that heart lifting towards the chin. Go ahead and exhale, releasing the hips down to the floor. Resting your hands on your belly. We'll go up one more time. Actually, we're going to go up a couple more times, but this time, go ahead and set yourself up. Fingertips to the ceiling, inhale. Lift the hips, pressing the elbows into the floor. Shoulders move onto the back body. Walk the left foot to the center, lifting that right leg up to the ceiling. Right heel reaches to the ceiling, right toes to the right shin. Exhale, lower the foot. Readjust, walk that left foot to center, lifting the right leg up. Pressing to the heel, lifting the toes down to the shin. Exhale, lower the foot all the way, hips to the floor. Allow the hands to rest on our belly. So we'll walk one more time. We're going to go into supported bridge. So those here in the studio, I have blocks for everybody. If you have a block at home, that would be great. Go ahead and set yourself up by lifting the hips and then placing the block underneath your sacrum. There are multiple layers or heights you can use. Make sure the block is right on that triangle bone of the sacrum. You can allow your hands just to rest on your belly. And we're going to lift that right foot up off the floor, bringing the knee towards our heart. Lifting the left foot up, joining it. And then lifting both legs to the sky. Get a nice big curve in your low back. Think about pressing the bottom of your buttocks down towards the floor. Lifting the center of the low back up towards the ceiling. And like I said, your hands can rest on your belly, your heart. They can actually open up into a T position. Somewhat of a resting pose. Still stay active in it, so keep the heels lifting. Keep the toes spread and drawing down towards the shins. Keep your navel to your spine, the core engaged. Allowing that blood to flow down from the feet, down into the torso, really stimulating the circulation. Maybe you feel the heart pump just a little harder, bringing fresh blood and oxygen to the feet, the legs. Finding your breath. On your exhale, lowering your knees down to your heart. Bringing the feet down towards the floor. Extend the right leg straight. Keep the left foot flat. Point the right toes down to the floor. Should feel a nice opening on the front of that right thigh. Bring the right foot back, extend the left leg out, point the toes to the floor. Bring that left foot back. And then we'll extend both legs out straight in front of us. Stay up on the heels first, and then point the toes as your practice allows. This may be too much on some people's low back. Keep the core engaged. Engage the buttock muscles. Inhale, walk the feet back. Lift the hips up, take the block out of the way. Lower the hips to the floor. Roll over to one side or the other. And come back up seated. Just something a little fun. We have the British accent on our Siri on our phone. So whenever you ask it certain questions, it answers you in this British accent. So you can ask Siri to turn on the flashlight on your phone. Well, they don't call it a flashlight. They call it a torch. So it's just funny. He says, turn your torch on. It's like, torch? That's not. Anyway. Let's come into Tadasana. So extend the right leg out, bringing the left heel in. See if you can bring the left heel to the top of the left thigh and the left toes to the top of the right thigh. So really turning to that straight leg, really grounding down through the heel, the ankle, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, folding forward. As you come forward, you can reach for your shin, your ankle, your foot. Think about drawing that whole left side of your body forward while the right side of the body moves back in space. If you can't reach your foot, one thing I like to do is take my right hand behind me, reach my left arm to the outside of my right shin, giving me a little leverage to press my heart forward, keeping the upper back nice and long, staying grounded, feeling the opening through the low back. On the inhale, coming upright, taking that right arm underneath the right ankle. Inhale the left arm up and crescent on over. Inhale up, left hand to the floor, sweep up to the front of that shin, lifting the right arm up to the sky. Point the right toes out, wrap the shoulders back. Exhale, release the hips, and move to the other side. Again, we're going to straighten the left leg, bring the right heel to the inside of the top of the right thigh, the right toes to the top of the left thigh. Turn to face the straight leg. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. And again, you can reach your shin, reach your foot. I like to take that left hand behind me, reaching my right arm to the shin, twisting open, pulling the whole right side forward, left side moving back. Always thinking about putting my chin on top of my big toe, on top of my knee. Inhale, coming upright. Left arm comes underneath that left shin, right arm up to the sky, and crescent on over. Pardon me. Inhale, coming up, right hand behind, coming up on that right shin, left foot points to the center of the room, lifting the arm. Exhale, lowering down. Grabbing your strap again, coming back with both legs straight on the front again. Wrap the strap around the bottoms of your feet. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders back. Both legs rounded. Toes to the shins. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Again, we're thinking about keeping the upper back nice and long. Navel to the spine. Nice strong core. Inhale, coming up, releasing the strap. Coming into Tadasana, butterfly pose. Bottoms of the feet come together. And holding the toes, dropping the knees. Just think about the inner thighs relaxing so that the knees can go further and further down to the floor. Pardon me. Exhale, come on down to your backs. Let's find happy baby pose first. Lifting the legs, reaching hands in between, grabbing the big toes, drawing the knees down towards the floor while the bottoms of the feet extend to the sky. You can roll from right to left. Nice little massage on the low back. After those forward folds, that sometimes feels really good. Coming back to center, releasing the toes, extending the legs straight up to the sky, holding the back of both thighs, drawing the feet over the head. Go ahead and lower the right foot to the floor, extend the arms out to a T. Take the left foot over to the right hand side. Really reach through the heel, turn to look at your left hand, drop that foot, drop that hip down to your foot, drop the left hip down to your right foot. Inhale, left leg up, left leg over to the left, turn your awareness now to your right hand. Really reach to the heel. Lifting the left foot up, Now bring the right foot up to joint. Lower the left foot to the floor. Lowering the right leg over to the left. Turn to your right palm. Really reach to that heel. Feel the opening to the low back on that whole right side of the body. Inhale. Right leg up, right leg to the right. Turn to look at your left hand. Right leg to the ceiling, left leg joins it. Reach around and grab the back of both thighs again. Once again, pulling the feet over the head, reaching the heels to the sky. Lowering the hands to the floor, maybe your hands reach underneath, and then slow lower the feet down to the floor. Keep the core engaged, no hurry here. But when the feet do meet the floor, prepare yourself for Tadasana. Palms turn up. Allow the feet to open up to the sides. close. Start to deepen your breath. Starting to move your toes, your fingers, your wrists, your ankles. However you like, you can stretch your arms above your head. Just slowly moving back into your body. Taking time. And as you're ready, bend your knees and roll over to your right or your left side. Allow yourself to just pause from here for a moment. And then go ahead and use the strength of your arms to press yourself up to seated. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And we shall finish with one Om tonight. And take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thanks for joining us at home and here in the studio. Thank you. See you all next week. Have a great week. Bye.